Okay, I feel so at home with these two poets. Like, it's shocking. Can I be heard?
Yeah.
Really? Did you also feel that you couldn't be heard? And then you just went on? Okay. We can be heard. Great. Okay, I'm going to read from a book coming out in the spring. It's called The Pink Trance Notebooks. And it's 34 assemblages made from notebooks, diaries that I kept for 1 year. And so I'm going to read 3 of the notebooks. I should say that they're little spasms of utterance separated by lines. So, and I'm not going to do anything to signify the lines, but be aware that there's lots of interruption on the page. Trance Notebook number 1, I Believe in Ruin. Virgin writing random crushes. That guy born in Israel or Palestine. Today is Palestine's birthday. Which Palestine? Palestine is ambiguous. I believe in ruin. Strangely ruined by the collapse of my voice. Butt fucked. I meant to say bullet wounded. Earlier, I mentioned Robert Kennedy. Disgust. Wishing to throw this book away before I even begin writing it. Not proceeding intentionally, instead using oil pastels carelessly. His finger repeatedly in my ass. A new career as bottom, incarcerated and foul, an enemy of speed. Am I the deadly virus responsible for the collapse of my mother's viability? Or some such hyperbole, second or third hand smoke of my putative prowess, an assertion I surround with as much irony as I can muster. Convince exigent witnesses that my attackers are wrong. Impossible task. Waiting for reinstallation of the lost crown. Q-tip exercises in mad utterance to make sure my penis aims only in one direction for 3 hours at the speed of light. His cock... It really got stuck there. His cock rather large and never hard. How can someone avoid erection for 3 hours? And I'm not bringing this up for the sake of literary filigree. The girl around the block whose father died recognized me. She had a folk rock consanguinity with my darker inclinations. Orange roses, the color of dropping acid. Seeing Barbarella for the first time, to keep alive my synapses, even if I resemble a bedbug or 2 abstract squares of rusticated stucco. A considerable omission on her upper lip in addition to arthritis. A Giacometti sculpture, The Invisible Object, filleted under an apple tree that gave only crab apples we assumed were quinces. Stunted, ugly, hard, and not numerous. Watery identification and willed mental illness, hermaphrodite, baggy flap of skin behind each shoulder, rotten rabbit teeth, awful canal of my face, Anne Frank gutter. A way to escape it, bubbles, exceed in complexity Michelangelo's Laurentian Library, cold gray steps in 1985, and I've seen them only once in 1985. Stephen Baldwin today incarcerated as a felon for not paying taxes. Lebanese guy showered with curtain drawn, not merely because he's a psychiatrist, but being a psychiatrist contributed to his reluctance to let me see his cock and ass. Horizon lines in nude photographs, often in the spirit of post-Hiroshima traumatized calm. Time stopped then and has still not resumed. When evil erupts, time stops, and it never revives. Only a simulacral time recommences, but genuine time withers. An absolutely free and uncondemned speech. Condemnations exist or transpire within the blessed space of the uncondemned. The killing of Sister George should have been a larger landmark in my childhood. Why did Sister George go unrecognized in my orisons? A Seville orange reeks of my father, its sharpness, its vulnerability to being squeezed. I heard Anna Moffo's 1969 infamous Mad scene in severely compromised voice.